இந்த வருஷத்துல இருந்து விட்டது அடுத்த வருஷம் ரொம்ப டைட் இருக்கு ஏற்பாடு பண்ணா அப்படி வைக்கிறாங்க இல்லையா? நான் இன்னைக்கு காலேஜ் போயிருப்பேன். அப்போ ஃபாதர் பார்த்தேன், ஃபாதர் இங்கே பார்த்தேன். அதனாலதான் எனக்கு இருக்குன்னா அப்போ அது வரலன்னா நீங்கள் கண்டிப்பாக காலேஜுக்கு வாங்க, வந்து என்ன பாருங்க. ஒரு வருஷம் இவ்வளவு மார்க் எடுத்துக்கல, அதுதான்.
Okay, it is so. I am Dr. N.D. Sharma, residing in Madam Suchindram, one of the oldest families from the state of Thanumalayan in India. I am practicing with my father, who is an Ayurvedic physician. And I graduated from Kerala University in Trivandrum with a degree of Bachelor of Ayurvedic Medicine. And along with the practice, we are doing our traditional work of pujas in the temple of Suchindram. And we are the custodian of the valuable jewels which cost more than 1 crore rupees. And history shows that we are here for more than 1000 years, right from the time of King Rajaraja the Great of Tanjore, who ruled this part of Kerala. And the house we reside itself is more than 500 years. And the architecture and the wooden craftsmanship and the construction with the etiquette we call in Malayalam is of traditional importance. And the building with a corridor, a great corridor with so many doors leading to separate rooms shows that the living condition is of a joint family nature. And we, the people are Makata, that is, the eldest man of the family will be the head of the institution or head of the house, who has to perform the duties of the priest in the temple of Suchindram. And again, history shows that by the transition of Kerala from the Tamil Nadu, the birth of Malayalam language was also originated from this house. One of my great grandfathers, called Pachumurtadu commonly, or Parameshwara Sharma, was the palace physician of Travancore during the reign of 3 kings, Ayilyam Thirunal, Vishalam Thirunal and Anidam Thirunal. He was a great man who wrote so many firsts in the Malayalam literature. The first grammar for the Malayalam literature, the first autobiography in Malayalam literature, the first children's book in Malayalam literature, the first travelogue in the Malayalam literature, are all these his contribution. And we have seen his picture here, and he is a portrait maker also, and he has drawn his own portrait, which can be seen in the Academy of Literature in Trivandrum, the University of Kerala Hall, and of course the Kavadiyar Palace of Trivandrum. A copy of which is preserved here also. And it is he who has made the idea of the lottery system in India, say 125 years ago. And with the permission of the then Maharaja of Travancore, he got the permission to start a lottery. And with the collection of that lottery, he has made the 42,000 rupees of 125 years ago. And with that, he constructed the damaged tower of the Suchindram temple. And he, being a drawing master of that time, he painted the entire inside of the temple tower on all these 7 stories with the history of Suchindram as well as the scenes of Ramayana. That can also be seen now. And he was the palace physician of Travancore, as I told you earlier. He was an astrologer, he was an astronomer, he was a musician, he was a Kathakali dancer. And he lived here and he predicted his own death a week ago. And Maharaja sent his diwan here with the water of river Ganges. And exactly at the time he specified he died. And the ceremonial funeral was done in the presence of the Tahsildar and the diwan himself. And after that, if you take the history of our house, there is a stalwart who was none other than my great-grandfather, whose name was Parameshwar Sharma. He was a very pious man. He never touched coins or money in his hand. He lived here devotedly with his Ayurvedic practice. He was a very pious man. Parameshwar Sharma, my grandfather, was also a big writer of his time. He has written so many books in Sanskrit, religious books as well as medical books. And later, after his time, his brother, who was also a very pious man, he fought for the women's liberation and for the women's education. He started a school long before 75 years in a remote area where the so-called downtrodden people still live, in the Velavankodi taluk of Kanyakumari state. And after him came my father's brother, my uncle, who was Parameshwar Sharma, who just recently died in 1970. He's never gone to a school for his education, but he was a stalwart in so many languages. You can see his figure here. And this is Parameshwar Sharma, who never went to school, but he started two education institutions, one for the girls and for the boys. And he was one of the committee members in the South Travancore Hindu College and Ayyappa College. And he was the founder manager of the Suchindram House for us. So was he known. And he was a great astrologer. He even taught to foreign students. And he was the man who kept so many people for their thesis, PhD thesis. And one among them, and the most important, is Suchindram Temple, written by Dr. K.K. Pillai of the University of Madras. He also predicted his death. And he died on 7th June 1970. And after him, carrying out the temple work as well as the practice, medical practice, my father. And now he is one of the oldest men of the village at the ripe age of 85. Still practices and still worshipping the God of Suchindram. So, what I say and find is an old traditional house with the head hold. And now we are here following the footsteps of our great-grandfathers and the great men of the society. My brother being an advocate, and another brother being a chartered accountant, and a brother is an MA, who are all looking after the agricultural properties, and as well as the temple work, like pujas, and the custodianship of the jewels. And I practice along with my father as a medical man and a social man, of course, the president of the Lions Club of Suchindram, and in so many ways. And that is a house with a hoary past, with a cultural heritage, and a long story in the background. And that is the Thanumalayan. That's when I charge you. This is the coconut, fully ripe, mature coconut.
Father.
years in that was done by Christianity in a Christian trust. That's important. Yeah.
And the time the Christian service are education
education system throughout. Before the 50, 100 years in Kerala, Christian college, American college, Kanyakumari Mouth of Kerala, 150 years ago, under the continent. Anyway, it's very important.
Yeah. തിരുവനന്തപുരം കോട്ടയം కొంచెం నేను మలయాళത്തിൽ പഠിച്ചത് ഇപ്പോൾ നോക്കാം
Another room of Mattapanamalam, we see a cot. This is made in the form of a berth of the railway compartment. It can be folded. And it is here, 100 years ago, Swami Vivekananda, before becoming Vivekananda himself, as Narendra, as then was called, came to Kanyakumari. And on the way to Kanyakumari from Trivandrum, he came with a letter to one of my assistants. And we permitted him, rather he came here and stayed here for 3 days in Suchindram, worshipping the Lord Thanumalayan of Suchindram. And it is in his thought, he stayed and he died for 3 days and nights. And this can be folded like this one. This is how the birth of the railway compartment is nowadays done. And this is the part. And see the workmanship of the cot as well as the wood. Through this hole, air can come, and it is airy. Of a pillar by which the great prakaras of Suchindram temple was constructed. And nowadays we give models and plans for approval, and that was in practice in olden days also. To show an example, the pillar is kept here. It's a model. Now it is 1.5 foot high, and the temple is 20 foot high. Very rare object. This is a fully matured coconut. Fully matured in the sense, all the 3 eyes of the coconut can be seen here, and the size is only 1 inch, and it is fully matured. This is a small metal bull, and it has got a history. Olden days, the practice of punishing a man was in Suchindram, and in the boiling ghee, this is put, and the suspected is asked to take out the bull from the boiling ghee, and if the hand is burned, he is found culprit and he will be punished, and if the hand is not burnt, he will be freed. And both the cases can be seen from the records, burnt hands and not burnt hands, and that was stopped by Swati Maharaja 200 years ago. This is the smallest Srimad Bhagavad Gita available. It is only size of the matchbox. It can be taken in your hand, and all the pages and all the chapters are printed here in a very small letters like this. This is the old form of writing. This is called a Edutani in Malayalam language. It's a metal piece of pointed edges with which the writing is made in the palm leaf. And before the finding of paper in common use, the records as well as the accounts as well as the books are written in the palm leaves. And this is a model of the palm leaf and the Edutani.
This is a copy of the old scripts. It is written in palm leaves.
Back of the temple. So this is the general view of Vattapalli Madam. You can see just at the back of the Suchindram temple. And this is a model of the old Ettukattu. In front we see the Nalukattu and at the back it is Ettukattu. That is with 8 construction and the 4 construction we call the Malayalam architecture. And the coconut gardens surrounding it. And the interesting feature of this house is the area of Suchindram temple and that of the Suchindram temple tank and that of this house are the same. And if you place this house over the tank or over the temple, the area will be the same. And of course the construction is not as old as the family. It is 500 years. And the front portion is recently constructed. And the back portion is 500 years and built by the ancestors. And mostly used the wooden materials than the metals. This is the temple. This is the back of the temple. And here, this is the Suchindram temple, famous for this Trinity and the hoary past of the temple. And the oldest inscription of the 5th century AD. And the history is of 1500 years. And just back of the temple is the house of the chief priest of the temple. And that is Vattapalli Madam. And every big Malayali family of Kerala has got their own temples in their own campus. And Naga worship also is there in vogue. The Nagaraja temple of the Nagarkovil is famous for the snake worship. And here too we can see snake worship in Vattapalli Madam. All these show the antiquity of the house. Inside of which there are paintings. And the method of construction is also very old. And every house of Kerala, especially of the higher class, they have got a tank inside their house for bathing purpose because they don't go to outside in the public. So for them, they keep a tank inside their house. These are the inner photos of the Suchindram Tower, and the scenes from the epic Ramayana can be seen, like the birth of Sri Rama, the Agni Yagam, meeting Bharata, and the Guha sends them through the boat, and the bow is broken to marry Sita, and those are the scenes here. And at last the Sita Rama Pattabhishekam also can be seen. These are some of the rare photos of the temple tower. The story of Suchindra. Suchindra was called Jnanaranya in vogue, and sage Atri lived there. To test the chastity of his wife Anasuya, the Trimurti came in the form of 3 old people and begging for food. And they were converted to 3 children and according to their wish, they were given breast milk by Ansuya. And finding that their husbands are not there, the three goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Parvati came to Suchindram, and there the Trinity came as they are. And hence from that date, the anagram is called the Suchindram. Mythological dragon of the past. And this adorns the entrance of Suchindram temple. These are some of the rare sculptures of the Suchindram temple. And though many can be seen in other temples also, some of them are very rare.
Malayalam print எடுக்கணுமானா அதுக்குள்ள பேப்பர்ல எடுக்க முடியும். இது print வேற எடுக்கணுமானா
அதுக்கு வேற மெஷின் ஆகும்.
மற்ற சாதாரணமா எடுக்கிற மாதிரி print எடுக்கணும் இல்லையா? ஆமா. print எடுக்கிறதுக்கு அந்த பேப்பர்ல
This is an old form of punishment done during the Nayak rulers of this past. And three heads can be seen here with a lifted leg of an elephant. And the men are put down in the earth, and the elephant kicks off the head for their mistake. And this is the role of the day. Forms of the monkey god Hanuman. Here, through the mouth of an asura, the Hanuman goes in, and through the ear comes out of. So small a monkey can be seen in Suchindram temple as an 18-foot Hanuman, and this is the biggest and tallest in India. Brahma blesses Hanuman, and from that date he is called Chiranjeevi, without birth, without death.
Flash light ஒண்ணு வேண்டாம்
Planets or the Navagrahas who controls the human system of life. And here it is a man sitting. It is a form of punishment, kneading the hand for writing bad accounts or rather mistaken accounts. And this was done during the time of Velithambi Delava, at the time of Marthandavarma Maharaja of Travancore.
அதுக்கு ஃபிலிமை நமக்கு எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் பண்ணி காட்ட முடியுமா?
ஆமாம், டிவியில் போட்டு.
And those are the rulers of Travancore, Marthandavarma and Ramavarma.
VCR போட்டு டிவியில் போடலாம்.
VCRனு போடலாம், டிவியில் போட முடியாது.
These are the founder of this part of the land, Nanjinadu. This man is called Nanjil Koravan of the Korava family. And this also is 2000 years of past. Shiva, Riddhi and Manmata. This is Riddhi and his consort Manmata. Shiva, the dancer. Group of 36 pillars formed from a single stone, producing different types of notes in the music. And there are 4 groups of pillars in Suchindram temple like this, producing musical instruments. And this is known throughout India for the precision. This is the corridor of Suchindram temple, which is the spring water for them during the drought. இப்படிலாம் பார்ப்பானே அதெல்லாம் சமாளிச்சு காடு விட்டுங்க